Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here. Today I'm going to be doing a film breakdown on Thaddeus Moss and letting you guys know what I think Thaddeus Moss can bring to the table. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get right into it. As you guys all know, we signed Thaddeus Moss as an undrafted free agent this year right after the draft, and many people thought that was one of the biggest steals of undrafted free agency with Hunter Bryant also. But I think it was a great pickup for us because a lot of us wanted to draft him in the 4th, 5th round, or even later, and we ended up not even having to waste a draft pick on him. So I'm going to be letting you guys know his strengths and his weaknesses, and then we're going to go down to some film. So, Thaddeus Moss, as you guys all know, 22 years old from LSU last year on the national championship team, is about 6'3", 250 pounds. This site had him before the combine. Here's his draft profile. You guys can look at that while I talk about it. But some of his strengths include his biggest strength is his elite run blocking and great pass blocking ability. He has great hands, never dropped a pass, and also after this we will go down to the film. But yeah, never dropped a pass at LSU last year. Really good physical route runner. He uses some of his aspects of his blocking to help him in his early route running before he gets into his route. Like I said, great hands, and he played on a championship offense that really didn't use him enough, which is why his production wasn't great last year. Here's his stats: 12 games played, 47 catches, 570 yards, and 4 touchdowns. But he was open a lot of times, but when you have Chase and then also Justin Jefferson and other receivers at your disposal, Joe Burrow isn't going to throw a 10-yard pass to Moss when he's open when Chase or Justin Jefferson are open in the end zone. That's just not going to happen. He can make really good contested catches, and most importantly, he's going to have a chance to compete for the starting tight end spot because our tight end spot isn't very good. If he's not a starter, and he makes the team, I think he's going to play a lot. If it's not catching the ball, it's going to be blocking because he's an elite run blocker, as you guys will see in the film, and pass blocker too. Some of his cons are he is not very athletic. He's not a very athletic player. He's not a dynamic player. Like, he's not going to juke you out, or which not many tight ends do, but he's not very strong either and not very fast, but his good hands make up for it because he's always a security blanket for Joe Burrow last year. Another thing that kind of goes on with athleticism, he's not good at getting separation off the line of scrimmage. His physicality helps, but that is not enough, at least right now, and that was at the college level. And a couple red flags, he did have 2 major foot injuries. That's why he really fell down this year in the draft, because he got injured prior to the combine, so he couldn't test or do anything. So that's why he probably would have been a 5th, 4th round pick, maybe later, if he would have been able to go to the combine and if he was able to. If he was healthy, but I think that injury caused him to slide down. I don't think it'll affect him much. I think he's going to be ready for training camp if we do have a training camp on time. And yeah, so that's my strengths and weaknesses for him. Now we're going to be going on to his film against Utah State. Okay, so now onto the film. So Thaddeus Moss doesn't get a lot of catches in the game. As you guys heard earlier, he had about 570 yards, which is pretty good, but he doesn't average too many yards per game. In this game, I think he had about 40 yards and a touchdown, but we're going to be looking at his blocking and also some of his catches. And you guys are going to see he is a very, very good blocker. So right here, you can see him right here. He's blocking. And you can also look at Sadiq Charles if you want to, obviously, because he's on the Redskins too. But let's look at Thaddeus Moss right here.
Loves them.
He has great run blocking right here.
He has below.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is running, I believe, and he got enough. Thaddeus Moss did a good enough job blocking where he got the runner a few extra yards because he got this guy to not be able to tackle him. Good run blocker. He also can do good in pass protection too, as you see right here. Not bad. Yes, Joe Burrow fumbles, but it was not Thaddeus Moss's fault. So now we're going to go on to a little bit of pass catching. So right here, Joe Burrow throws a pass. It's going to be a little over Thaddeus Moss's head. You'll see it right here.
3-man rush by the Aggies. On the run.
Thaddeus Moss was wide open there. We'll look at it one more time. He creates, you see, right there. Look how open he is. No one's on him. If this is, and Joe Burrow is already throwing it. If this is a good pass, he gets a 15, 20-yard gain. If this is a good pass, but it was way too high. He extended himself. If he was a little more athletic, he probably could have caught that. But that is not his fault. He was in the right position, and it was an overthrow. He was wide open. It leads to an interception, but that is not Thaddeus Moss's fault. It was a catchable ball, but Joe Burrow definitely should have thrown a better pass because he was wide open. Okay, so here's some more blocking. Kind of goes in as a lead blocker right there, and look at that great blocking. Allows for, I believe, Justin Jefferson to get a huge gain just because of his blocking. So we're going to go down here to one of his catches, I believe. Let me go back so you guys can see where he is. So right there, you guys see the red circle, and he runs up.
Quick throw.
Nice short route, but gets it a good security blanket. No one else was open. And he gets about a 5-6 yard gain, so not bad there. He's going to be one of those security blankets when he plays in for Haskins, I think. Don't expect huge numbers in his rookie year, but I do believe he's going to get a decent amount of yards in his rookie year. Okay, so now on to another great block right here, right before 5 minutes. And it's going to show his pass protection right here, I believe. Yeah, right there. Look at him. That's as good as an offensive lineman right there. He allows Joe Burrow to have the time to throw a pass and get it complete. So next, we're going to go to a catch by Thaddeus Moss right here. He goes in, has no one to block, goes out and gets another nice catch for a first down. That was just a security blanket for Joe Burrow, and he did a good job. Didn't get many yards after the catch, but got enough to get the first down, which is all you need. Another great play by him. So right here, I'm going to do another great example of Thaddeus Moss blocking right here. He is just an elite blocker. I mean, if he doesn't bring a lot of pass catching ability next year, at least you know he's going to be an elite blocker right off the bat. So right here, another great run blocking allows the runner to go on the outside because of his great blocking. Again, he is an elite blocker, probably one of the best blocking tight ends out of this draft, maybe the best. Some more there, and has no one to block, goes out, and is a security blanket for Joe Burrow again. Yes, he didn't get much. He got 4 yards, but it's way better than nothing right there. So now we're going to go to another play right here. This shows he does get some run after they catch, so you'll see he gets it occasionally, and here's an example of it. So he runs.
They tried to
right here. Sorry.
Electrolytes into them all week long, but it is so hot.
Sorry, I had the time wrong. But we're going to see a little more of his blocking right there. Sorry about that. The time was wrong. The timestamp was wrong. But he can get some yards after the catch. Not a lot, but he can get it. So we're going to go see one of his touchdowns in a minute. Let's go to 750. So this is one of his touchdowns. He only had 4 touchdowns on the season, but still he's a good red zone target. If it wasn't for Justin Jefferson and Chase playing, he would be getting a lot more targets. You see right here, comes in, cuts inside, gets the ball, breaks a tackle, and goes into the end zone. So he can be a good red zone threat. I think he's going to be great for the Redskins. Let me know what you guys think about him. Like I said, he's not very athletic, but he can get a little bit stronger in the NFL and do other things to get him a little more athletic. And I think he eventually can be that guy that gets you 400, 500 yards, and maybe even more. We will see. He was projected anywhere from the 3rd to 5th, 6th round, and we got him as an undrafted free agent. I think he will make the roster this year, and I think he will have the chance to compete for the starting job, and I think he will contribute for the Redskins right away. Let me know what you guys think about Thaddeus Moss, what you guys think his stats will be, and if you think he's going to make the roster. And if he does make the roster, do you think he will start? And I think if he doesn't make the roster some way, there's no chance he makes the practice squad because some other team's going to pick him up. But I do think he's going to make the roster. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button and give me some video suggestions down in the comments below. Peace.